I am going to tell you about the crop production and management. And in this connection, I would like to tell you what is crop. Crop definition of crop is any plant that is cultivated for food, clothing, or any other purpose is known as crop. And raising and managing crop is known as agriculture. The science and technique of raising and managing the crop is known as agriculture. And in Indian agriculture, we have two types of crop. Number one is kharif crop, which is grown in June and harvested in October. And the staple crop, the example of kharif crop is rice and maize. Then second number of crop is rabi crop. This rabi crop, the main crop of rabi is wheat and lentil. Lentil means masoor. So, and it is grown in month of November and harvested in month of April. Besides that, there are many crops. These are just the food crops, and in addition to that, there are cash crop also. Cash crops means which are grown for revenue purpose, just to raise the money directly. And whereas this kharif and rabi is, these are staple crops, and commercial crops are known as the cash crops also, like sugar cane is an example of cash crop. Like others, farming of the medicinal plant is also done. That is also the cash crop. So agriculture is a very vast field. It is a separate discipline also taught in university, and it gives a good profession also, career also. But as your part of your syllabus, I have to tell during the raising the crop and managing it, we use certain agricultural implements, and just telling you the account of a description of those implements. Number one is simplest implement uses plow. Plow is one of the most traditional implement which is used for turning the soil, and it is a triangular iron strip used for tillage. Tillage means the turning upside down the soil. Now another is hoe. Hoe is used to remove weeds. Weeds means unwanted grass which grows in between the main crop. So, because it is necessary to take out that weed, for that we use weeds are removed mechanically by hoe and chemically by weedicides. The next is cultivator. Cultivator is used, it is a tractor driven modern plow. It is also meant for plowing, for tillage, but it is tractor driven modern plow, and used it for large scale plowing. This is small plow can be used for small area, but if there is a very 1 acre or 10 acre of land, so we cannot use a traditional one. For that, to save the labor and time, we will use this one, cultivator. Then is next seed drill machine. It is a machine which is used, it is also tractor driven drill which is meant for sowing the seed in the soil. And there is a combine. Combine is also a big machine. It does the multitasking, but the main function of the combine is the harvesting of the crop. The mature crop is harvested on a large scale. So that is called combine. Now the main topic is cultural practices for crop production. Cultural practices for crop production. That is, what are the basic practices which are used during the entire process of crop production. That is, these are, number one is soil preparation. First of all, soil is prepared, field is cleared, debris is cleared, it is burned, then that soil preparation includes the plowing, it is tilling and plowing of the soil is done, it is soil is done porous so that water and air may percolate in the air in the soil. And then second is seed sowing. The second step is the sowing the seed. The desired seed is sown in that prepared soil, and for the germination of seed, there is the need of optimum temperature, moisture, sunlight. So these essential conditions are provided in the nursery bed. So then, after sowing, the raising of nursery is done. A dense cluster of seed is grown. Small seedlings, after germination of those seeds, the seedlings come up in cluster. So that is known as nursery. And this nursery, in this nursery, what happens? After, to raise a good nursery, there is a need of manuring also. Manure like cow dung or vermicompost, or even the fertilizer like NPK or nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium and urea. These are thrown in the nursery, and then the seed grows into seedling, and after that from that nursery the plants are picked up and transferred to another place, and they are transplanted. They are inserted in the wet soil, that is called transplantation. So after transplantation, again the fertilizers are supplied and irrigation is done in transplanted seedling, so that it may turn into sapling, more bigger plant, and then full plant, later on a big plant. So for irrigation, there are various irrigation facilities like example canal. These are the infrastructure of irrigation, that is, we can irrigate the fields through canals, wells, tube wells and waterways. So these are the various infrastructure of irrigation, the old and modern infrastructure of irrigation. The next cultural practice is adding manure and fertilizer. That is, I've already told you, these are simultaneous. Adding the manure and irrigation, that is done simultaneously. See, over irrigation is harmful for soil because it does the water logging. Water logging means plants cannot absorb the water from the soil. The roots of plants feel suffocation. So over irrigation is not desirable. It should be avoided. And nil irrigation is also not advisable. It should be avoided because that may cause the drought. So neither there should be drought nor waterlogging. Both conditions are extreme and they are not good for the soil health and the plant health. So do the required amount of irrigation as per the nature of crop. For an example, rice, that rice plant or paddy needs the more water, so you need more irrigation. But in case of wheat, only frequent, very less water is required in case of wheat. So you cannot do the over irrigation in wheat, otherwise the whole crop will be destroyed. Then protecting this crop from the disease and the weeds. First thing is the weed. Weed is the unwanted plants which are not desired in between along the main crop, because the weed disrupts its snatch, it takes away the nutrients of the crop by the weed. Weed devour the crop growth. It diminishes the growth of crop. So weeds must be taken out by physical, manually, by hand picking, or by harrowing. Harrow is a simple implement, and then eroding the soil by that harrow. Nail-like structures are like that. Soil is eroded like this, and then weeding is done. And that is the mechanical method. There are other methods, the chemical method. Some chemicals like 2,4-D, that is a weedicide, is used for killing the weeds. And there are other methods also, using some insects to eat that particular grass. That is called a biological control. So the weeds are controlled by 3 methods: mechanical, chemically, and biologically. So after that, plant protection from the various types of insects and bacterial disease, viral disease, various types of disease, fungal disease. Fungus is the number one enemy of the crop. The majority of vegetable crops and the fruit crops are destroyed by the fungus. For an example, early blight and late blight of potato. There was a very famous famine occurred in the history. That was the Irish famine. It was the whole potato was the main cash crop of Ireland. And in 18th century, what happened, that fungus, late blight, causing the late blight, that destroyed the entire potato crop, and it destroyed the economy of the entire country, and there was a death of many thousands and lakhs of people in the country. So in history it is known as an Irish famine. So dangerous are the pathogens, and this fungus also. So for that plant, there is a separate discipline, plant pathology, and plant pathologists are there. They take care of these all. They manage the diseases in the plants. So after managing the disease, then crop become mature, and after maturing the crop, it is cut down. It is harvested manually or by the combine at the large scale. And this harvested crop is then winnowed. Then threshing is done. Threshing means just take out the grain from the main plant body. That is the threshing. After threshing, then winnowing is done. Winnowing means separating the chaff and husk from the main grain. that is called winnowing. There is a winnow, for winnowing there is a implement. In that implement it is winnowed manually or by machine also. It is in front of combine, the blower is blown, and that also does the winnowing. And the last is the storage of this harvested grain, because we have to keep the grain for sowing the seeds also. That stock is preserved separately. Seed sowing seed for next year or next season, and the usable food grain is also stored in different storage structures and facilities. So traditional structures are also there for small scale food grain storage, and at large scale for the vegetables and fruit there are modern cold storages are there, because for such a large population in India and the world, the food security, that is ensuring the supply of food is necessary. Food cannot be supplied directly cutting, harvesting, and directly supplying it. It needs a proper protocol. First, it has to be stored properly for long run. It should be preserved. Then, through transportation, it is fetched to various mandis. From there, the various procurement methods are used, and then it goes ultimately to the consumer. And throughout the air, across the district, state, country, and the world. So these were the points that how we grow and manage the crop production in agriculture.